Hiya, 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 all my lovelies. So, anybody can say anything. So it doesn't really matter what that person does, because they can say anything. They can say anything. It doesn't necessarily mean that because they say it, they're going to do it, right? I don't know if it was me being raised by my grandparents. They were very strict, or just if it's an ethic that was deep within me. But I'm the type of person that if I say something, I'm going to do it, no matter how small it is. It just doesn't sit right with me if I don't do it, because I feel like I'm not only letting that person down, but I'm lying because I said it and I'm going to do it. But a lot of people don't have that mentality. A lot of people don't have that ethic. And so that's why I named this video Anybody Can Say Anything, because a lot of people can talk a big game, but when it comes down to playing the game, they're playing a different game. They're playing a manipulation game. They're just telling you what you want to hear. And I'm not bashing those people. I'm not, calling those people out, putting them on blast, condemning them. I'm just saying that, back in the day, they didn't have contracts. They didn't have, what's the word? Agreement, I guess it's just contracts. They didn't have loan paperwork. They didn't have lien agreements. They didn't have any of that stuff. They only had their word, and their word was their bond. And that's what we need to get back to, guys. We should be truthful people, that whatever we say is what it is. That is a amazing trait to have. That is a trustworthy trait to have. That is a loyal trait to have. That is a I don't know, it's just good all the way around, the way I see it. And I don't like people saying things to me or saying things to my kids and then they don't follow through. But at the same time, it lets me know what level that person's on or how that person is, and it helps me to not be able to count on that person. That way I know that if they tell me something, I can't necessarily believe them. I can't necessarily count on them 100% that they're going to be there, that they're going to show up, that they're going to lend a helping hand or whatever. It's like, I know back in the day when my husband would let people borrow money, and they would tell him that they would give it back or whatnot. And then when it was time to give it back, I would always follow up and I'd be like, hey, did so-and-so hit you up? And he'd be like, no. And to him, it wasn't really a big deal. And I'd be like, oh, that's not cool, Like, I don't care if it was only $10. I don't care if it was only $20. Like, they could have at least hit you up. They could have at least told you, like, hey, man, I'm sorry, I'll get you next week, or whatever the case. Like, just communicate. But the way he looked at it, and I love the way he breaks things down and puts me in check a lot of the time, because he makes me see things from a whole different perspective sometimes. And that's awesome. That's what your partner should do, is help balance and equal you out. And the way he looked at it is, well, it only cost me $10 to know what type of person he is. I won't do it again. Or it only cost me $20 to find out that he's not a loyal friend, or he's not a loyal person. And so once I started looking at it like that, I was like, okay. And again, guys, we can't completely rule these people out. We still have to be kind, and we still have to be compassionate for these people. but at the same time, we don't have to let them in our circle. We don't have to engage with them. And so I just want to encourage y'all to be a man or woman of your word, because that should be our bond, guys. And if your bond with me is not trustworthy, is not loyal, then I don't need that bond in my life anymore. Like, maybe when I was younger and naive, I hung around people that maybe didn't have my complete best interest. I hung around people that didn't always follow through with their word. But now, in my older age and raising my children, I want to teach them to, and I know they'll make their own mistakes, they'll go through their own journey, their own experiences, but even for me as an adult, I don't have time to engage. I don't have time for people like that in my life, because I give my all and I put my all up front, and that's the type of people that I want to be around. That's the type of people that will be in my circle, because we are like minds. And so I just want to encourage y'all to don't just say anything. Think before you speak, and don't say something that you're not gonna do. I know a lot of times growing up, even my dad as a child, or my son's father, his oldest. Again, not trying to put anything on blast, but these are my experiences, and I will speak my truth so that other people can speak their truth, so that we can help other people grow. We can help other people expand. We can help other people be free and glow. Shine your light. So a lot of the times they would say that they were gonna pick up the kid, and they wouldn't come through, or they would say, oh, I'll take you for ice cream on Saturday, and then didn't hear from nobody on Saturday. Like, that's what I just want to encourage y'all. Like, that's not cool. Like, it would upset me so bad. Like, if you're not gonna do it, like, just don't say it. Like, I wouldn't even have got upset if you wouldn't have said it, but you said it, and so you got my hopes up, you got his hopes up, you set the intention that it was gonna be a done deal, and then we didn't hear from you. Like, that's what upset me. And so, again, a long time ago, but it's just an example. And it's not fair. It's not fair to do that to people, and we should treat people the way we want to be treated. That's the rule of karma. That's the karmic wheel. Like, we get what we give. We get back what we have given. And so if we're sending people love and kindness and compassion and empathy, that's what we're going to get back, guys. But if we're sending people hate and judgment and dishonesty, then that's what we're going to get back. And so we need to treat people the way we want to be treated, and we need to be doing what we say we're going to do. Be a man or woman of your word, because it is your bond. And that's what we're here to build, guys, is bonds, love, and relationships with people. So I just want to encourage y'all to choose to change to improve to evolve. I'm Lucy, and I love you all. Peace.